We are now the morning of day 2, preparing some boga offerings. It's going to be a kind of khichdi. Here is a portable rice steamer, and here's an induction cooker with a small pot that I carry. I'm going to be offering this later on. Very simple, just ghee, cumin seed, turmeric, and hing. Some potatoes, carrots, and tomatoes with the dal. So I've got Prabhupada chanting. I'm gonna chant a few rounds. Now it's about 5 o'clock. After chanting and eating and packing for lunch, we'll go see a few other places. I hope those places will look better. I'm having some mixed feelings about everything. I don't know if I'm being a bit too spontaneous to come and take a look here, and we'll have to see. Taking a japa walk, I had to come out to buy some salt. I brought everything except salt, the most important thing. Similarly, actually, everything is full in this world. You see like the nice rivers and mountains. So it's beautiful. There are some beautiful places. The only thing we need to add is Krishna and understand that this is his energy. That not, we've been brainwashed so much at school thinking that everything is just impersonal and is void. And so we see all of this and we don't comprehend that it's coming from a person. And all these trees and these different energy, right? Earth, water, fire, air, ether, all these things are Krishna's energy. We've been brainwashed thinking everything came from nothing and there's no arrangement. It's really an unthinkable. The age we live in is so dark that people are atheists. Why should people be atheists? They see such beautiful creation. They line up to see a painting of someone who paints clouds and mountains and all and rivers. But when the real thing is shown to you, beautiful clouds and mountains and river, they don't even come to their sense to understand that how could all of this beauty generate from nothingness? How rascal are we, to have denied the Lord for so long? We are also part of the rascal, otherwise we will not be here in the material world. That means we denied him, we wanted to be him. How foolish is that? How much of a mistake is this? What a life, huh? Realizing that we fell all the way from Goloka Vrindavan all the way here, and we've been transmigrating and dying and birth and death and birth and death, and now we're trying to wake up and understand this. We're trying to remove the veil of ignorance, open the curtains. That's why we have to keep chanting. This is our life and soul, we have to keep this near our heart and cherish it. If we didn't have the holy name, we should thank Prabhupada to give us the holy name, really, to allow us to chant the holy name of the Lord.
Govinda Gana Amritayi Sri Gauranga Gunanubandhana Vidho Sadhya Samidhanitam Papatyapanikintanam Tanabhitam Govinda Gana Amritayi Anandambudibardhanai Kanipanam Kaivallaniswarakam Bande Rupa Sanatana Raghujugam.
So on our way to look at some other farms. We're like children, We don't know what to do, what not to do, how to apply the knowledge also. This is not always, to say, very clear. That's why we should always take guidance from devotees and pray to the Lord. These two things take guidance from senior devotees, ask them in all humbleness, what should I do? And always pray to the Lord, my Lord, please guide me, don't let me go astray. And this video service, we have to be very careful, we have to be very humble and keep our purity and pray to the Lord to always remain humble and meek and understand that we're only a tool in His hands, that without His mercy nothing could happen. Because to film your face like this every day, it's not the recipe for humbleness, you know? The most subtle aspect of our existence is the switching between wanting to be the servant of our senses and wanting to be the servant of Krishna. That's the most subtle thing, and it can take effect very fast and without us noticing. For example, if I'm conscious that, well, now I have maybe, let's say 20,000 subscribers, maybe a few thousands of you will watch this, and I know that maybe some of you will not accept the direct preachings of Srila Prabhupada. If I become conditioned by that thought of wanting to please you, I give up the service of the Lord, see? So if some of you would be not willing to hear that Krishna alone is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that we're eternal servants, and our duties to serve Him, and I think of this and I become controlled by your envy, of course I'm not saying all of you, but you know, some who could be watching, then I'll be associating with you, with that person who's watching, and I will be giving up the service of the Lord. And that's what's hard when a lot of people are watching you. When a lot of people are watching you, that's a lot of eyes. But Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said that if all of the conditioned souls in the material world would be against us, we would still be roaring out the devotional service of Lord Krishna. But that is preaching. That is a high standard that we must develop. So the car is here. Again, let's go.
Krishna Kirtana Ganana Tana Pano Premamritam Banidhi Dhira Dhira Jana Priyau Priyakarau Nirmasaram Pujitau Sri Chaitanya Kripa Bharau Bhubi Bhuva Bharavahantarakam Bande Rupa Sanatana Raghujagam Sri Jiva Gopalakam Krishna Kirtana Ganana Tana Parau Premamritam Banidhi Dhira Dhira Jana Priyakarau Nirmasarau Pujitam.
So I came back to one of the houses that we saw, which is actually the one I like the most, although it's quite small and it would be need of some renovation. I wanted to come and see around. Actually, I went near the house and the neighbor is actually the older brother of that landlord who's renting the house. So I got the number of his younger brother, and when I came the first time I could not even go inside. The agent said he didn't have the key, but right next door the family, they had it, so I could take a better look. You see, in China, in all old villages, you always have places of worship like this. You see, it's like a small mini temple. I'll show you. So you see, they worship ancestors. Sometimes they worship Taoism is about ghost worship or ancestors worship. Sometimes demon worship. Sometimes Buddhism also. Buddhism, you know, they worship Lord Buddha. So you see this aspect of being religious, actually it was there in every single culture. It's just recently, in the past, you know, a couple 100 years, 200 years or so, that atheism creeped in the culture. Even one of the houses, I saw one of those small temple, which was actually really nicely decorated. You know, those Chinese temples, sometimes they have dragons on top and so many colors. And I asked him, I said, oh, is this Taoism? He said, no. I said, is it Buddhism? He said, no. He said, it's not a religion. It's just their beliefs. So you see, they actually are religious, but it's so natural that they don't say that it's a religion, because now the way the country is showing what religion is that it's something bad, it's a faith, it's people that are fanatics and this and that. But actually, religion, you know, there's different, it all came from the Vedas, you know. And to worship the ancestors like this, and to offer them offerings, and to have faith that there's some continuity after death, this is the basic principle of understanding religion. No religion will tell you that you try to be happy here. Whether it's Christianity, Islam, or, you know, Buddhism, they all agree that there's a hereafter, right? And that we must prepare for that. This is there in all cultures. But at the moment, there's a great sinister movement, Prabhupada called it. A great sinister movement that is trying to spread atheism throughout the whole world. So therefore, there's a war. There's a war going on. And all these innocent people, they're caught in the middle. They're being influenced by all these atheistic leaders. It goes even above that, you know. There's other species, other races that, you know, try to come from other lands or other planets, if you want, and they try to spread that. This is real. It's a nice environment.
भूत्वादीन गणेश करुणया कोपीन कंथासितौ तत्त्वातु नमसे समण्डलपति शनिं सदा तुच्छव भूत्वादीन गणेश करुणया कोपीन कंथासितौ गोपी भावरसामृताभिलहरी कल्लोलमग्नोन्मुहो वन्दे रूप सनातन रघुजगं श्रीजीव गोपालकौ कृष्ण कीर्तन कानन तन परं प्रेमामृताम्बनिधि कृष्ण कीर्तन कानन तन परं प्रेमामृताम्बनिधि